Hi guys, I'm here today to tell you how to set up the block portion of our mini golf game. It's really complicated. It's actually taken me several hours to puzzle together because I made a lot of mistakes. A lot of the blocks look similar to other blocks, but if you choose the wrong one, your game will be messed up, so be very careful. I am not going to show you how to design the outside of the app because I think that you guys can puzzle this out yourself. We're only using things like buttons and labels, which we already know how to do, and I'll show you what that looks like in a second. Okay, first we want to get started here by going to App Inventor 2, and you can find the link to that at the top of your written instructions. On all of the written instructions that I send you guys and give you guys in class, or you can type it into Google just like you see at the top of the screen. App Inventor 2 comes up as the first Google result, so we're going to click on it. We're going to say continue, and as you can see, here are the components for the design portion of the mini golf game. One thing I want you guys to notice is that I'm changing the screen label up here at the top to actually say mini golf instead of screen 1. It's the first time we've ever changed that, so I want to see that in all of your games today. And if you look over here, you can see all of the different things that we need. We need to get a canvas, we need to get an image sprite, it's actually called a ball sprite, a hole, which is also a ball sprite, an obstacle, which is another image sprite, a reset button, a label for instructions, and a timer clock. So those are all the components that you see here that your players are going to see when they start up your game. You can find in your written instructions where to find all of these things, but I think you guys are advanced enough now that you can sort it out without me walking you through it. However, as I said, the blocks are very complicated, so I'd like to take a look at those together. Up in the upper right hand corner, click on blocks, and the first thing we're going to do is program the behavior of the ball. So you click golf ball, which is here, and you're going to choose when golf ball flung, because this is a game where you use your finger to fling the golf ball around. Okay, click on golf ball again. Scroll down to set golf ball heading to, and that is here. Click them together. Okay, click on variables, scroll down to get blank. And what we're actually going to put in here is going to be heading. Okay. Click on golf ball again, scroll down to set golf ball speed to. Here it is. I'm going to click those together. Click on math. You're going to get a multiply block. Math is up here. Multiply is at the top. Click that in the end of the block that you have in front of you. Okay, the next one, we're going to go ahead and click on variables. Scroll down to the get blank. And we're going to change this blank to speed. Okay, and here in this blank, you're going to go ahead and plug in a number. And the example that I gave you guys is 4, but you can experiment with different speeds. This is going to multiply the speed of the ball by whatever this number is. So if the number is really big, it's going to go super fast. If the number is very small, like 1 or 2, it's going to be very slow. But you know what? It's your game and it's up to you. Okay, so that's our first block, and it tells us what happens when we move the ball around. The next thing we're going to do is program the behavior of the clock. So we have a clock here called timer clock. When timer clock.timer do, click on control, and we're going to choose an if-then block. Another thing we're going to need is to click this square and put an else block into the equation, so now it says if then else. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and choose math and drag the block that says equals. So if blank equals blank, now we have to fill those in. We're actually going to change this equals to a more than sign. So if something is more than something, click on golf ball, click golf ball speed. So now it says if the golf ball speed is more than something, okay, we're going to type the number 0.5. We're going to choose that as an option. Click it into the second socket of this block. So now it says if the golf ball speed is more than 0.5, okay, then something else will happen. Okay, click on golf ball and scroll down to set golf ball speed to. Where is it? There it is. So if the golf ball speed is more than 0.5, we're going to set golf ball speed to something. Click on math. We're going to get a subtraction block. Set golf ball speed to something minus something. Okay. We're going to get a golf ball speed block. One more time, we actually have one here. We can Control C and Control V to copy it. Plug that into the first socket. Golf ball dot speed. Okay, in the second socket we need 0.5 again. So we're going to Control C and Control V to paste. Okay, and this is again dealing with the speed of the ball and what to do about that as far as movement. Okay. Click on golf ball and drag the block that says set golf ball speed to. Actually, we have one right here. Control C to copy, Control V to paste. We're actually going to put something else in here, so I'm going to delete those. So it says if golf ball dot speed is more than 0.5, then set golf ball speed to golf ball speed minus 0.5, else set golf ball dot speed to 0. Okay, so that means if it's going really slowly, we want our golf ball to slow down. And it's going to slow down and stop when speed gets to a 0. Oh my goodness. There we go, that's a better block. Plug that in, and this is the second block finished. Okay, the next part we're going to program is an actually very complicated procedure so that when we restart the game, when we get the ball in the hole, a new hole will appear for us to aim at. So the hole will move around instead of staying the same each time. This is the most complicated block in our game today, so pay careful attention here. Don't make any mistakes. Okay, click procedure and drag the block that says to procedure do. And you need to go ahead and make a change here. Click and say set up new hole, no spaces. Okay, this is what happens when we need a new hole on the game board. Okay, click hole, drag the block that says call hole move to. So we're going to scoot down, call hole move to. Alrighty, we're on our way. Here we go. Click on math, drag a division block. Okay, division block, and we're going to stick that into the X socket of this block. Okay, now we need a subtraction block. We're going to click on math, subtraction, and that goes in the Y socket. So again, this is very complicated. Make sure you don't mix those up. Okay, now we're going to click on canvas. I'm going to drag canvas dot width block. Here's our putting canvas. Canvas dot width. Here it is. So we're going to say canvas.width and click it into the first socket of the division block. So that is the correct place. We're going to type the number 2. Whoops. Hello. I would like this number to appear now. There we go. We're going to put it into the second socket of the division block. Okay, the next thing we need to deal with is a subtraction block. We need one that says canvas.height. So click on putting canvas, canvas.height goes into the first block, minus another number. We're going to get 30 this time. There we go. So it's going to be putting canvas width divided by 2, and the putting canvas.height minus 30. So every time we set up a new hole, the hole is going to move to another part of the screen. That's what this block is for. But we're not done yet. There's more. Okay. We've got our subtraction and division blocks set up, but we need to go ahead and go to Math. Something is missing here. Let me double check, make sure I'm doing this right. Aha! I've actually made a mistake. This should be golf ball. We need to duplicate this. This should be hole. So we've got call golf ball, move to this location. We're going to throw these away because we don't need those. Ooh, tricky, tricky, tricky. Hello, go into the garbage can, please. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, and I already made a mistake, it can happen to anybody. For this block, to set up a new hole, we need 2 purple pieces. One says call golf ball, move to. The bottom one says call hole, move to. Okay, next we need more math blocks because we can't get enough of those. We need something that says random integer. And we need another one of those, so copy and paste. We don't, however, need these numbers at the moment, so we're going to get rid of those. Because as I said, it just keeps getting more complicated. So, now that we've got random integer, we also need a subtraction block. Back to Math for subtraction. We're going to plug this into the top here. Whoops, and actually it goes here in the second slot. Random integer from blank to blank minus blank. Okay, and what goes here is a hole radius. So click on hole, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and we're looking for a hole radius. Random integer from hole radius to, and we actually need another of these, so we're going to copy and paste, and it goes here. What goes here, you may ask? It is in fact the canvas width. So we go back here to our putting canvas, canvas width. Where are you? Whoop, nope, that's not right. Be very careful. Canvas one more time and canvas width. So, as I was saying, guys, the X portion of this block says random integer from hole.radius to putting canvas.width minus hole.radius. Okay, random integer from hole.radius goes at the bottom again. So we're going to click this block and copy and paste it. And we actually do want a number there. We're going to type in the number, 75. Okay. What this is going to do is going to say that anywhere on the screen, depending on the width and height of the screen that we set, you can move the golf ball and move the hole anytime that there's a new game being set up. Okay, so this is our most complicated block. Congratulations, you are through it all. So far that's 3 out of 7. And I'm going to see you guys for the next part. Hopefully you're still with me. See you soon. Bye.